Hi, Tracy here. Now, before we go any further into this journey of alignment and purpose, I wanted to pause and speak into something that matters really deeply to me as a coach, as a faith leader, and as a trauma-informed therapist. If you have experienced trauma recently or perhaps a long time ago, this journey might feel very different for you. It may feel heavier, more tender, more layered. And I want you to know that's okay and that you're not alone. You're not doing anything wrong. You're not doing it wrong. And most importantly, you're not broken. Trauma leaves imprints. It doesn't just affect what happened then, it affects how we live now, how we navigate life now, how we see ourselves, how we show up in relationships, how we interpret the world, and yes, how we approach purpose. One of the first things that trauma disrupts is trust. Trust in others, yes, but more often trust in ourselves. I'll often say to clients as a reassurance that the first casualty of trauma is trust. We learn to not trust our own voice, our own intuition, our own sense of what is safe or good or right. So if you are on this journey and you are second guessing yourself, if clarity feels really hard to come by or confidence feels out of reach, I just want you to breathe. You're not behind. You're not failing. You're healing. And that's why I want to encourage you. Practice compassion towards yourself. Please don't rush the work. Take small, kind steps and rest when you need to, and then return when you're ready. I'm not going anywhere. Trust often feels like the first thing that trauma steals, but healing is how we gently reclaim it. This journey of alignment invites you to not only discover your purpose, but rebuild your trust. Trust in yourself, trust in others, and trust in the God who holds your story from beginning to end. Healing from trauma doesn't mean pretending that it never happened. It means learning to integrate it, to acknowledge the hurt without letting it define us, to move forward but not bypass the pain, by walking through it with wisdom and with grace. It's okay if trust doesn't come naturally. It's okay if you're tired. That's not weakness. That's your body speaking to you. That's your spirit saying, we've carried a lot. So we practice. We practice believing that we can be whole. We practice checking in with ourselves and asking, what do I need today? What do I need right now to be okay? We practice giving ourselves permission to move slowly through life, slowly in this exploration of purpose, and then slowly moving forward. This work is deeply spiritual because as we rebuild trust in ourselves, we often discover a deeper trust in God. A God who is not distant from our pain, but present in it, who is not rushing us to be better, but is gently inviting us to be whole. And here's the part that I want you to hear loud and clear as we continue on with these conversations. If at any point you feel like the past is too heavy, too weighty, or the present is too overwhelming, it's all too much, please don't walk alone. There is no shame in needing help. It's actually a real strength. There is so much wisdom in reaching out to a trauma-informed therapist who can walk beside you with care. Healing was never meant to be done in isolation. We are hardwired for connection, and healing often happens best in the context of safe, compassionate relationships. And you deserve to feel safe, you deserve to feel seen, and you deserve to feel supported. And I want you to hear this with every part of your heart. You are not too much. And you are not too far gone, and you are absolutely worthy of healing. Now, healing isn't linear. Some days you'll feel strong and clear, but then other days, you feel like you're back where you started, and it's a cycle. That's okay. That's human. The truth is, you're not back at the beginning. You're walking in a spiral, not a straight line. And every step, even the hard ones, is leading you upwards towards somewhere sacred. So if all you can do today is to breathe and make a decision that you won't give up and you will keep going, then just do that. Don't be afraid to act. Don't be afraid to trust again. And don't be afraid to let God lead you gently and wisely forward, because here's the truth. The discomfort you feel now is temporary, but the clarity and the confidence and the wholeness you'll gain when you're living aligned with your purpose, that's eternal. And it's a journey. And you know what? It might be a lifelong journey. And that's beautiful. So here's your invitation. Be tender with yourself as you peel back the layers. Trust the process, even if it's slower than you hope for. Know that healing and alignment are not opposite. They're partners. Now, if this resonated, I'd love you to leave a comment or share it with someone who might need to hear these words today. And if you are ready to take another gentle step forward, you can download the Purpose Guide using the link in the bio, or there's also some values elicitation worksheets up there that you can download and find the video on values elicitation. Subscribe down below to stay in these coaching conversations about living aligned and living fully alive, and know that you're not alone, and we're here with you on the journey. So feel free to reach out through a comment below, and see you next time.